So we're at the new site of Tommy's Seafood Incorporated in St. Bernard Parish, and we are so proud and thankful to be back in St. Bernard Parish with the help of Parish President Louis Pomez and our St. Bernard Port Director Drew Heafy. We've been building this project here since 2016 and excited to have our expansion and our growth coming back home where I'm from, where my family's from, in St. Bernard Parish. We process shrimp in many different forms here with our automated peeling machinery. We also have semi-automatic peeling machinery, so we can do head-on shrimp, headless, peeled and deveined tail on. Basically any way that you think you can process a shrimp, we do it right here in St. Bernard Parish. This is really where the operation starts. We receive product in from the loading bay, and then it goes into the cold room over here. The shrimp come through this conveying system. This is called a rock tank. So anything that's more dense than the shrimp will settle to the bottom, and the shrimp will get pumped along to the top where they get weighed to make sure that we're getting the proper weights from the people that we buy from, and then they get suctioned up, lifted through this pump system down to the 5 machines that we have there. The way that the shrimp machine works is the water feeds the shrimp down the rubber rollers, and you can see this set of finger frames that's moving up and down. Those finger frames will help press the shrimp down onto the rubber rollers that are rotating inward and outward at 180 degrees. And so that process helps squeeze the shrimp out of the shell. At this point, it's somewhere between 80 to 90% peeled when it makes it down into the troughs. It then goes into the second set of auxiliary equipment that you see here. That's that arm that's oscillating back and forth. Those are called cleaners, and that helps break up any of that excess debris that's still on the shrimp that didn't get peeled. After it goes through the cleaners, you can see it getting conveyed to the next piece of auxiliary equipment. Those are called separators. So what that does is it separates anything that these cleaners just knocked off. So what happens is it now goes through those blowers where you see those squirrel cages. The blower will help blow any excess shell that the separators did not get. And if all else fails, we're left with our inspection line of manual pickers. So they are basically the last line of defense in the peeling process. Post-peeling, they get flighted up to these series of graders. They then go down these lines, which now separate the shrimp size specific, anywhere from a 10-15 count per pound all the way down to a 150 to 200 count per pound. That's what you see with these pipes. These different vats, as you can see, are tagged 2125s, 2630s. And then the last piece of equipment on the shrimp peeling side is right here. This is the deveining system. This is a slitter pan. It has a series of blades in it. The shrimp get flighted up and dropped down the slitter pan. This exposes the backside of the shrimp. After the backside of the shrimp has been exposed, they go through this tumbler, which has rivets or holes in it that pull the vein out of the back strap of the shrimp that's just been exposed. And then you're left with a fully peeled and deveined shrimp. Our goal here is to be able to source exclusively all of the shrimp that we process, and some from our fishermen here in St. Bernard that need it now more so than ever.
And back in 2016, when Tommy and I first got together with a few other investments to make this happen, it was very important that there was no price on the shrimp, and some of these guys would go out with their boats and they'd come on in with 3,000 pounds of shrimp, and then the docks could only take 1,500 pounds, and so there's another additional 1,500 pounds they was trying to peddle on the streets, or either shovel them overboard if they couldn't sell them on the street. So They put this facility together that can do, I think today, they're doing around 40,000 pounds in a 10-hour shift. We also have another little factory down in Ballard. They process them pretty good down in Ballard. So it gives the commercial fishermen an opportunity to not shovel that shrimp overboard or to not try to peddle them on the streets. But this is not put together for them to pass up the docks. If they sell into a dock, support that dock. Keep that dock rolling. Keep them up and running. That's more jobs in the eastern end of St. Bernard Parish. And most of the people down in St. Bernard Parish that has a shrimp dock or a crab dock, that's people that's been in business for years. It's probably been passed down from a couple of generations. But when that dock is unable to move that product, well then this is a place that a commercial fisherman can come in and sell their shrimp right here. You know, it's amazing company that we have here today.
This is one of those rare occasions that hopefully sets a new standard of, hey listen, this is an industry that can make it, an industry that can survive. There's a lot of opportunity here. We've created a lot of jobs here. We're bringing back jobs to St. Bernard, and we're helping to support the fishermen that maybe weren't able to go out as many times and make as many trips annually on the water because there was a limited amount of factories to sell to. So it just gives more opportunity for the industry, for the community to do what they need to do, and that's to stay on the water for as many times as possible.